courage to stand up for haqq must come not from you. Don't think the courage is coming from you. That is a mistake. How do I find the courage? You don't find that courage. The courage must be given. You understand? People thinking it's coming from them. It's not coming from you. It's coming from the creator of courage. And that creator's courage has put the biggest courage to the heart of the Prophet ﷺ and his inheritors. As much as you are following, loving, and submitting to that one, you're going to get it. When the time is right, you're going to see. As much as you are loving and submitting. If you are not submitting, if your heart is shaky, if you're having waswasa, if you're having doubt, if you're having confusion, if you're not working to obey and to submit, then there is something wrong with the signal and you're not going to get it. They may send, but you're not going to get it because the signal, you're in the wrong place. You understand? So the whole point now, it is not to get more courage. Because what does it mean to get more courage anyway? What does it mean? We're coming here and we fill up our courage? We just hear stories and we get pumped up? It's not that. You're going to get more courage as much as you are holding on tightly. And then there's going to be a strong signal there. You're not going to get courage if you think it is just coming from you or you don't have a strong connection. Because when the time comes, that's what it is. It's a signal. It's wireless. It's not physical. It's not physical. Something else has to take over you. But this courage, before you stand up to others, first you have to stand up to yourself. This is what it means when you're getting more submission and more love and more obedience to your Shaykh. Because you're standing up to yourself. Your ego is screaming, why you have to follow a man? You say, no, you sit over there. Your ego is screaming, yeah, but he is glorifying other cultures. It is not your culture. New style now. Some murid saying, don't glorify others' culture. First, glorify your own culture. We're not here to glorify any culture. We're here to glorify Allah and His Prophet ﷺ. And those that Allah and His Prophet ﷺ has shown favor to. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. The path, the sirat that Allah has shown favor to. Allah has shown favor to the holy Ottomans, that they were holding and they were glorifying Allah and His Prophet. And they represent that group that the Prophet himself is praising. So if you think that your own culture is better than that, you have fallen back into tribalism. Because there is a time and a place. I'm not saying no other person's culture, Islamic civilization is good, only the Ottomans. That's not what I'm saying. If you think that's what I'm saying, then I cannot tell you anything. Then I cannot explain anything. You're not going to hear anything. It's like one time I went to a place, Sufi place, and I hear this conversation. This person going to a Sufi zikr, mashallah, very good. He's coming from Yahudi background. So very good. He's making zikr, saying Allah and everything. He's talking to a couple of people. And he's saying, you know, I like all this. I say, very good. But you know what the Muslims should be doing? Why are they not honoring the Sabbath? Now, of course, those Sufis, they have no manners. If they have manners, they have knowledge. Then something, even if you don't know anything, the heart will activate and you know how to answer. It says, yeah, you know, you have certain laws similar to our laws, some even much better than our laws. But why are you not honoring the Sabbath? Why you throw that out? And those Sufis, they say, yeah, you're right. Yeah, why didn't I think of that before? For 1400 years, I wasn't thinking. Allah, Allah. Now I'm thinking, we should celebrate the Sabbath. Don't what? Maybe there will be certain Muslim groups if we're celebrating Natal Day. Then maybe we're going to celebrate others too. Why not? Why not? Why not? So, it's not necessary, all these things. If we are holding on to that one who's teaching us faith and strength, they are taking and they're giving it to us. They never keep for themselves. They're giving it to us. And if we take from what they give, we will be in safety. Yes, the poor and the downtrodden, the weak and the oppressed, they will rise like lions, just like the Sahabi Kiram. People, the whole world will look and laugh at them. They come to war with rocks and sticks and stones, while they have the best of the weapons, yet they are like lions. You are the one who throws, but it is Allah who's going to take. So, don't worry. Now, stand up and face your ego. Stand up and face the shaitan. Stand up and face the dunya and your desires. That's courage. It takes real courage to understand that. It takes real courage to defeat your ego. It takes a real courage now to live in a Dergah situation. And with all the difficulties that is coming, to still hold on strong. That's why certain Western people, they will never get it. They say, don't surround yourself with negativity. This is all negative. Somebody telling you you are nothing, very negative, very depressing. Someone telling you you're worse, your station's worse than a toilet, that's very negative. Someone telling you you're no good for nothing, you're negative. Basically everything that we've been saying is very negative. Every sohbat is negative. Every holy night is negative. Every holy day is negative, because that's all we're concentrating on. See, be positive. Surround yourself with positive people. What do you say to that? What we say to that? It's very easy. Allah has created you in ahsani taqwim, but we are in the asfala safilin. Allah has created you in the most perfect form, but we are in the lowest of the low. And our aim is to go back to that most perfect form, to return to Allah, the Prophet's coming, awliyaullah coming, now to clean us, to make us to enter into that most perfect form and to return to Allah clean, especially this nation. So if you want to surround yourself with the positivity that this dunya is telling you, you're making yourself to become more dirty. How that lump of metal, if it surrounds itself with positivity, things that supports its existence and its identity, it will stay to be a lump of metal. But that lump of metal, when you put it through the fire that melts it, and you stick it into the water that immediately freezes it up, and when you take that heavy hammer and you keep hammering it, burn it, give it water, hammering over and over and over again, that worthless lump of metal becomes a sword that even the emperors and the sultans, they're going to wear it. So you want to be a lump of metal, worthless? Be my guest. We cannot do anything. This is just one example. The awliyas have given so many examples why this is necessary. I was a mineral. I was born a mineral. And I became a vegetable. I was born a vegetable and I became an animal. I was born an animal and I became a man. I was born a man and I became an angel. I was born a mineral and I died and I became a vegetable. I was born a vegetable and I died and I became an animal. I became an animal. I was born as an animal and I died and I became a man. And Maulana Rumi continues saying, so what do I need to fear dying? Because it is endless now. More you die, more you get born into something higher. Because that death now is an entryway for you to enter into a higher existence. You want to remain to a low existence? Don't die. Don't change. Because death is the most negative thing, believe me. And everyone can agree to that. Believer, unbeliever, death. In fact, in some religions, they say don't even mention death. If you say, one day I'm going to die, everyone says, God forbid. Why Allah is going to forbid you going to die? So, wake up a little bit. Try to understand. Don't let shaitan and the ego and shaitanic people to confuse you. This much is enough. Assalamu alaikum.